This video collage features various reflections on my experience as a researcher completing a project for my master's degree. It is divided up into the various stages of the experience that follows the reflective process I undertook in thinking about how it went, what worked and what needed improvement, and what I learned from the overall research experience that I can do better in the future or use to enhance my HR professional development. My first recollection of the dissertation research experience relates to how overwhelmed I felt by such a large research project and conducting it in my country, which is far from the UK. I already had much coursework that I struggled with and wanted to do a good job on all the work I had. However, I was determined to complete the project and used many books for direction on selecting my data collection method. I believe that this was helpful and put me on the right path, but there were other things that contributed that I know now that would have made it a better experience. I remember when I was reaching out to the organizations to get their input, I was very sure that they would want to participate because it was such an interesting topic. I received assistance on improving my letter and shaping my interview questions. When I received no response and then rejections followed, I remember feeling this sense of failure come over me and fear that I will not be able to complete the project, which will stop me from reaching my goal of a master's degree. At first, I was so upset and worried, plus I was struggling with my other coursework. It felt like so much pressure. Then my tutor told me that this is quite common, that organizations may not be willing to talk to a researcher. It made me feel a little better. They sent me back to study other possible data collection methods that we could discuss at a future meeting. I realize now it was a good lesson in always having more than one plan prepared because the unexpected will occur. The next memory I have of my experience is in working with my tutor on these data collection alternatives and determining how to address the problem so that I could move forward. I remember being excited again at the prospect that it would work out and that other ideas were good and maybe even better than the previous one. I felt a renewed sense of determination to go forward and finish my project. It was then that I also realized that even though the project was my responsibility, collaboration could still be integral to my overall success, and that asking others for assistance was not a sign of weakness at all. I had done so much on my own to get to where I was that I had not asked for help before. This was another lesson I appreciated from the experience and that I believe has not only improved my skills as a researcher, but it gives me something of benefit to future jobs where I am part of a team. The experience of doing the research project taught me a lot about myself. I liked learning and planning, but could be more confident about handling unexpected situations. I realized that everyone around me can offer a learning lesson and something that can make me a better person. It showed me that I could always get better even at things like planning, where I thought I already did well. It made me appreciate more about the entire experience of studying in another country and the willingness of others to provide assistance just by me asking. This also reminded me that I could return the favor and help others when they asked me for help, and I knew I could provide assistance. This whole experience has shown me that research is not a one-way process, as there are several ways of doing it. Just look for the best one that suits you. This may be the end of my degree, but certainly not the end of me as a researcher as I continue as an HR professional.